What about round 3?
Easy. Offensive lineman. Easy.
I agree.
Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. Don't take a running back. You need to help you need to get the people who block for the running back, the people who block for the quarterback, because that's the biggest weakness on the team.
Yes, it's the biggest weakness. And you could even make a case that the offensive line is the most important unit on any football team. So much depends on them. You can never have enough good offensive linemen, and the Niners don't. They don't have enough good offensive linemen.
Yeah, and the thing, like, defensive line is important too, but defensive line, you can have a rotation of players. You can have 8 of them. You can cycle them through. They don't really play together. Sometimes they do, but they're all kind of on their own trying to get the quarterback. Offensive line, you have 5 guys. They have to play the entire game, and you want them to play every game together. The more time they get together, the better they are. They're the most, like, of all the units, they're the most cohesive. They're the one that actually plays together the most.
And Iggy, they're choreographed.
Exactly.
They're like the Rockettes at
Yes.
Radio City Music Hall. They
Yes.
have to do these things together, the same moves, like a conga line. And you need them to be together doing it again and again and again, to the right, to the left, backing up, whatever.
So they have right now a right tackle that they can't count on. They're hoping that he can get better, but they got questions at right tackle. The center is going to be 36 years old. You got to have questions there. They just signed him. The Falcons weren't really interested in bringing him back. The left guard, Laken Tomlinson, didn't play that well, getting older. Left tackle's great. The right guard, Daniel Brunskill, has been moved around all over the place and hasn't been able to stick anywhere. Not that because he's not good, but because they keep moving him around. So, yeah, they absolutely should take an offensive lineman no later than round 3. And if they don't, they're kidding themselves about what their issues are.
Yeah, I agree. So we agree on that then. Cornerback round 2, offensive lineman round 3. We agree on that.
If the Niners take a wide receiver or a running back instead of those 2 critical positions, they're nuts. You don't need another running back. You've shown that they can get running backs after the draft as undrafted free agents. You do it every year. Wide receiver, you got a bunch of guys. You can take someone later. You have a real issue at cornerback and offensive line. Don't pretend you don't.
I like this topic, Iggy. It's not the quarterback. I mean, I'm kind of getting quarterbacked out. And plus, next week, there'll be a lot of quarterback talk. So I like that we're doing this. You have a very big picture of the whole team. And I learned from you.
Well, thanks. We do this every year. It's like my 11th offseason covering the team. And I feel like every year I tell them, hey, this would be a good year to draft a cornerback early. The league's kind of evolving. There's all these great wide receivers. You got to cover them. And they haven't drafted a cornerback before the 3rd round since 2004, since I was back when I just got my driver's license. So that's quite a streak. And it's not just a John Lynch thing. It must be a Parag thing, a organizational philosophy. Like, I don't know. You can get these guys. All right, well, how come you don't get them?
You call that a philosophy?
You call that a philosophy?
I call that brain lock.